Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and to another pregnancy vlog. I'm currently 26 weeks plus 4 days, but I've been getting so many twinges. Like, I've been getting so many back pains and like, I don't even know what you'd call it. Like, I don't know, it just feels really similar to what I had when I went into labour with Novely. Like, all my pains were my back, and I've just been getting like, just reminding me of those feelings that have been keeping me awake. I don't think anything's happening yet, like, and I don't, because I think I'll know when it happens, but they're definitely all things that happened last time when I was like on the lead up to labour, and obviously that is the case now. Like, I'm a few more days and I'm full term, so it could literally then be any time. I had Novely at 39 plus 1, so you know, I could be early again. I'm kind of hoping I am, but we'll see. Yeah, I just thought I'd vlog, see how far we get, see how long this video ends up being. But exciting stuff. I've had my pool delivery for my home birth. So if you don't know, if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I'm planning for the possibility of having a home birth. All of that stuff will be in this video. This is probably going to be very home birth based, this video, because it will be me prepping for my home birth, making sure I've got everything, organising, logistics, all that kind of stuff. And I want to have a water birth. That's kind of like probably what this video will be based on. So if like you're not interested in that kind of thing, then this might not be the video for you. But if you are interested or you want to find out what something you're thinking about, then this might be helpful. Obviously, I've never done a home birth before, so I'm learning. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go, whether it's going to happen. I'm planning to have one, or I'm planning to have the option of having one, so I might not end up doing it. We'll just see how it goes. Do everything that's been delivered, and I'll explain all of that in this video, and I'll go through everything that I've got sorted and all that kind of stuff. But it'll also be what we get up to in these next few weeks, basically, before baby comes. So we're going to try and take some photos this morning of like maternity ones. I did these when I was pregnant with Novely, and I want to do some this time round. I just set like the camera up and just take a couple of photos, and I want to do it. I think last time I did it, I had her like 4 days later, so I was cutting it a bit fine, whereas I want to do it earlier this time, get them done, because I've been having these pains as well. So at least then I know I've got the photos. And just try and spend some family time, a few things to get sorted. I've got a couple of deliveries to collect today from Vinted that are baby related, so I can show you those as well. It's gonna be kind of like a nice vlog on the lead up to baby's arrival. What are you doing? That's a baby sister.
Again.
Again. Were you asleep in there? Is it comfy?
No, and do it again. Do the pirate ship again.
Do the pirate ship again. Woo! So this is my birthing pool kit. This is the brand here, but the website I think is called Birth Supplies. I'll try and link it below. But it comes in this crate, so it's really easy. They gave me like an hour time slot, and this came when I was 36 weeks plus 2 days, I believe, in really good time. And I'll just quickly run through the stuff that is included in the package that I've got. So basically I paid £130 for this, and this is the Mia Via Serenity Pool, and it says on the side here somewhere Serenity 8. We've unpackaged it just to make sure that everything was in there that's supposed to be, because you just have to double check that everything's in there. It looks amazing. It doesn't look like anything's been used like ever. It's just great. And then basically you get to keep it, I think it's for like 6 or 7 weeks, the hire. So hopefully we'll have had a baby by this point. But it basically just goes through everything in this booklet that's included. Depending what you go for, I guess, depends like what pool you go for and what package, but this is what I've got. It says comfort pack if ordered. I didn't order that because I think that was like the extra kneeling pad and different like seat, but the actual pool, I don't know if you saw the picture on the front, has like a little seat in it. The pool and the strap, which is like connects, like keeps the pool together. Tap adapters, like connectors to make sure it can attach to your sink. I'm gonna sit down, I'm out of puff as always. And one of them does connect to our kitchen one, so that's great. Pumps for the water to inflate the pool. Like, you can obviously read it. There's all this stuff in here: a floor sheet, a liner, a hose, thermometer, strainer, and then it comes with the crate, and then there's 2 cable ties in there to return it. And Ten's machine have ordered, but I have already got my own. And then obviously on this return bit, it just tells you what they want back and what they don't. And then in the rest of this booklet, it's just kind of got like some setup tips, and it then has like all the instructions. It seems really good and easy to use, so hopefully I will actually get to use this. The company that I've gone for, the returns looks really easy as well. You can like book a collection or you can drop it off somewhere. See, I will keep you updated. I've just got like a little thing going on here of all what I've collected so far, but I'm assuming like it'll probably be different depending where you are and your midwives and stuff. But I had this given to me at the home birth appointment, and it's just basically a list of everything that I'm going to need. So I'm slowly getting it all together. It needs to be prepared by the 37th week of pregnancy, because if I went into labour before that, obviously that would be classed as like premature, or I wouldn't be full term, so I would have had to gone into hospital anyway. I'm approaching the 37-week mark though, so I really need to get this stuff sorted, but it's really easy. Obviously don't take this as gospel, because it will probably be different. Like if you're planning a home birth or wanting a home birth, you want to find more information out. Obviously speak to your midwife, like this is just what they've given me, but we're getting there, and I will show you everything. When I've got everything, I will show you it all together and kind of go through everything that I've got in preparation for this. Yeah, it's getting quite real now. I'm getting a bit nervous. I've come for a little walk at the woods, but she keeps wanting to play, like pretend to be a dog, so we've had to put this on. So you've got your lead on, haven't you?
Mm.
You a dog?
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Lilykins.
Lilykins. So we're going for a walk.
I got my keys.
You have got your lead.
What noise do you make?
Go on then.
Is that Snake's house? Had a bath to try and relax and stop some of these achy pains. I don't know what's happening with that, why I'm feeling so achy, and just like through my back and tummy, I'm really crampy. So Tom ran my bath, so that's been nice, and I feel nice and relaxed now. I'm going to just do some stretches in bed and I'm going to go to sleep. I actually managed to harvest some colostrum tonight, which is really good. I only managed to get like 0.4 of a mil or something of one of the syringes, but to be fair, that's not too bad for me. So uncomfortable. I know some people can get a lot more than that, but I do think it is also really normal not to get much, so I always feel really disheartened when I can't get much out, but I think it's completely normal. So if you're trying to express and you're not getting much, then don't worry, because I'm in the same boat, and hopefully people say it gets a bit easier and more comes each time you do it. So I've got one more syringe that I can try. It definitely helps to be like relaxed. I was like chilling out with the candles on, listening to music, like relaxing music. That definitely helps. Whereas when I was trying to do it a few days ago, I think I was just really uptight and I was getting stressed out about it. Whereas if you just like, it's just easier and better if you relax. I think the first time I did it, I don't even know if I got 0.1. You don't have to harvest colostrum, it's just something that you can do if you want to. But I'm now going to get some sleep. I'm very tired, and hopefully these weird pains will disappear and hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep tonight.
I'm a bit scared.
I had such a terrible night's sleep. I had so much stomach and back pain. I honestly thought something might have been happening. I'm so crampy and achy this morning, but I don't think it's happening yet. I really hope it's not, because if I go into labour before Tuesday, before my 37 weeks, then I can't have home birth.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that, like, just preparation and nothing's happening, but I'm just getting so many aches and twinges. I was up a lot, then nobody was awake at 5. I did manage to get her back to sleep, but that wasn't until like, I don't know, 6:30. And then I didn't want her sleeping too long. We're just really struggling with her sleep at the moment. Like, I moved her bedtime to 8 because 7 was just getting too hard to get her down. Like, it wasn't enough time. So we moved her bedtime to 8, and then she was waking at 7. It was perfect. And then it started creeping more towards 6, but you know, that's manageable. But at the moment, she's not going to sleep until like 8:30 by the time she gets to sleep, and then it's 5 in the morning she's awake, and it's just not enough sleep. I've tried like changing her naps in the day to like longer or shorter, limiting them, and I just can't seem to get it right at the minute. But I know there's a lot of change going on, and she can sense stuff is going. Oh, careful please. It's not her fault, and I know they all go through this sort of stage anyway, but it's so difficult when you're heavily pregnant and you're not sleeping and you're tired, and I'm then gonna have a newborn to look after too.
I want to talk about it.
Talk about what?
That tiger.
That tiger. Out on another walk, getting this body ready for labour. We finally made it, guys. Made it to. You gonna sneeze? I do. Did it go? Made it to 37 weeks. So we're full term, baby. No, you just said her name. I can't tell everybody her name yet. We've spoken about the baby's name, which we think we're gonna call her, and Novalie has picked up on it, so she gives away our secret. Can't believe we're at 37 weeks already. Absolutely crazy. You're doing some colouring now. I'm just drinking a smoothie, and I've got some dates that I'm eating. I also ordered some pineapple. Like, I'm trying to do everything now to kind of like slowly, naturally induce labour. This is everything that I did last time where with Novalie, and I had her 39+1, and obviously her birth was really smooth and quite quick. So I'm hoping for the same with baby number 2. So I'm trying to do like the same things as what I did last time. Drinking the raspberry leaf tea, even though I absolutely hate it. So I haven't been drinking loads of that, because I'll be honest, it's made me, I have to be in the right mood to stomach it, because if not it can make me feel really sick. I'm also just cooking a lasagna, because I'm going to cook that so I can then like batch cook and freeze a few bits. Just getting really ready and prepared, bouncing on my ball, all of that good stuff. I just can't believe the weather. It is October, and it's like been like 23 degrees the past couple of days. It's been so hot, which is nice, but it's just, I was ready for jumper weather. And I was expecting it to be chilly when the baby arrived, but I think it is going to cool down a bit, but at the moment it's just really warm. But now that I am 37 weeks, I thought I should probably just show you all of the stuff that I've got ready for this home birth. So I've already shown you the crate, which everything came in that. We have got the pool out of the crate, because it says to like, to get it out and let it sit in the room that it's going to be used in for 24 hours before inflating. I'm assuming it's just to get it to like the right temperature. I mean, we haven't laid it out or anything because we haven't got the space to store it, but it's there. We did take this off and pull it out a little bit, but hopefully that'll be okay. Everything that was included in the crate that I showed you earlier, and then in addition to that, I've just got lots and lots of towels. I've got some towels and bedding in here, and a duvet, and a couple of pillows. These are all really old stuff Tom's mum was getting rid of, and I've got that just to kind of like lean on and cover the area that's needed, basically. I'm planning to be in the living room, but what we've also got are these polythene like dust sheets. These were from Screwfix or something like that, so there's 2 of them. Let's put one of these over the sofa, and then I'll put like blankets and towels and stuff on top, just so it's a bit comfier, but then you've got like the waterproof underneath. And then the other one is to go over top of the pool, keep the heat in. I will move on to that in a minute. I might explain a bit more about that in a second. And everything else in here is just what I had to get off this list, which I've already shown you. It's things like just again towels and stuff, old bedding, things like that, and I've got a towel for the baby, kitchen roll, a couple of bin bags, black bin liners, a torch, a plastic measuring jug, I don't know why, a mirror. They did say that like most of the midwives carry like the torch and mirror and stuff, but just in case any of them break or they're out of battery or they've come from straight from another birth. And then I've also got some like of these puppy pad things because these were great. And again, I think they'll be really good for after I've had her, if I want like bleeding and I want to like sit on the sofa and stuff. These are really good. And I use them after I had Novely as well, like at home, because if you have stitches and things, they say to like make sure you try and get air to it. So if you're just like laying on the bed and stuff, and you can put those underneath so it protects everything. So that's kind of everything that we've got sorted. And then the rest of the stuff is like in the hospital bag, so things like baby's clothes and nappies and things, but I also do have a nappy caddy in here which has Novely's stuff in normally anyway, and then it's got some of the baby stuff in here too. So I've got baby's nappies, wipes and cotton pads in there, and then like the baby's outfit and hat and everything is already packed in her hospital bag, so that will be coming down with us obviously when I go into labour. My birthing notes, this is all the stuff for the home birth team, but I've also done my birth preferences as well, so they've got that. So all finished. Do you want to get down, darling? Yeah. So yeah, that's everything there. And then I'll just quickly explain to you about what I'm talking about with the covering the pool, because it's a bit of a task of how we're going to fill it and heat it. In regards to like the birthing pool and how we're gonna figure that out, because we just have like a tank of hot water. Like once it's gone, like we don't have continuous hot water, so it's just kind of been basically figuring out how we're going to fill this pool and how it's going to work. So the plan currently is when I start having like contractions and I know, right, okay, this is it, we'll just start prepping the pool. So we'll blow it up, get it ready. Our hot water we've now put on continuous, so we've always got hopefully a full tank of water. And I think Tom might just turn the temperature up slightly, so it's quite hot water. We're going to fill the pool up to start, because you have to like use like a liner in the pool, and to start with you need to put like a little bit of cold water in the bottom just to make sure you're not like burning or melting the pool, like you don't want to ruin it obviously. Then we'll fill it to quite hot, so just keep it really warm, like above temperature, because it needs to be 36, 37 kind of degrees, she said, like body temperature. But we're better off filling it too hot. And then I'm going to use one of those sheets that I was showing you from Screwfix to like put over the top, and she said that should keep the heat in quite well. So if you then need to wait for the tank to heat up again and get more hot water, then that should be okay. And it should keep the heat in, and then you can just top it up with cold, because obviously you'll always have cold water. So it's better to have it too hot to start with and then just top it up with cold when you want to get in it. She said obviously because last time my labour was quite quick really, she said you just want to probably start preparing and getting everything sorted at like the earlier stages rather than leaving it too late. It is stressing me out a little bit how we are going to heat this pool and how it's going to stay warm, and if we're going to have enough water, and if it's going to take Tom away from me too much, because I obviously want him to be my support. I'm hoping if we do it early enough then it will work. Also because obviously I'm birthing at home, I can have a few different people here, so my mum might be here, potentially Tom's mum might be here, or one of them might be taking Novely, like we'll have like more pairs of hands, so hopefully it will work. I don't know, I think it's just we don't know how it's going to work. We're going to just have to wing it and see how it goes. But like I've said in previous videos and probably in this video, like I'm not guaranteed a water birth even if I went to the MLBU because of space. I mean, hopefully it will work here and it will be okay. She also said that they're used to like boiling kettles and pans and stuff on the hob to like top up the water. So if it's starting to get a bit chilly, they're used to like adding like water that way. So I've got like some saucepans ready, and I've got like a big like, don't know what you'd call it, like a big pot thing that Tom's mum's lent us. So we've got like all these things put into place, so I'm hoping that it will work. But that's kind of logistically how I'm thinking, because that was one of my main things that kind of put me off a home birth, was having to have Tom be the one to sort it all out, being taken away from the like from the labour and supporting me, and logistically how we were going to heat this thing and fill it. But we'll see. I don't know. We're just going to have to wing it. You obviously can do a trial like wet run with the pool, but A, it's wasting a lot of water, and B, you'd have to then get a new liner because it needs to be sterile and you can't fill it without a liner, and they're just more money. That's the plan for now. So like personally how we are thinking and hoping it's going to go, but we'll just see, and obviously I will update if and when it happens. But yeah, fingers crossed that we have enough water to fill the pool and I actually get to go in it at some point. Doesn't matter if I don't, we'll see. Just a bit of reality for you. Both just broke down crying. When I woke up this morning, I wasn't feeling quite right. Just feeling like really emotional and on edge and just not quite right. And my patience has just been really thin all morning, and I've been trying to like stay positive and keep going, but I think sometimes it just can only do so much of that, and then things just get too much. I've been trying to entertain her all morning. I'm really struggling at the minute because I feel I'm so tired and everything is so difficult, and like just moving is hard. Staying at home is actually really difficult because people just say, oh, just chill out, but you just physically can't with a toddler unless you're like doing this. I mean, she's just having some snacks now, watching some TV before her nap, but she wanted to do painting and I just don't have the capacity in me today to do that. We've already done Play-Doh and colouring. I've had the Tesco shop this morning, put all that away, cooking, got us both ready, the lasagna. So I just feel like my whole morning has been so busy, and that's just what ends up happening when we're at home, because I don't want her sitting in front of the telly all day, so I'm trying to like find things to entertain her. But then like obviously then with the Play-Doh it's then the clean up, and like cooking and making stuff as well, it's the clean up, and it's just, so she obviously then was really upset because she wanted to do the painting, triggered me, so we're both just sat there crying. Given her some food and popped some telly on, so she's calmed down now, so hopefully she'll have a nap soon, and then we've got swimming later, which will hopefully make us both feel a bit better. I'll get in the pool as well because that always helps with like my aches and pains and things, and I'm going to try and rest when she naps, maybe watch some TV or maybe have a nap if I can. Also just had a phone call from the doctors as well. So basically I suffer with migraines, and they're quite like severe migraines. When I get them, they're just completely debilitating. I can't talk, I can't see properly, I'm vomiting, can't open my eyes, I just basically can't function. Like my speech goes funny, half of like my body goes tingly, and they will last, and then I get like the pounding headache, but that will kind of happen, and then I'll be really spaced out and on like on edge and just funny for the next few days. And luckily, touch wood, throughout my pregnancy I've been okay, but when I had Novely I really struggled with them, I think due to sleep deprivation, hormones all over the place, and I was breastfeeding her, and when you're breastfeeding there's literally like nothing you can take, or you're very limited to what you can take. And I remember when I went to the doctors before, struggling with migraines and breastfeeding, I just got some really awful advice. Just take paracetamol. One of the ladies had said to me, "Oh, just have a glass of gin, wind down," and it's like just not helpful advice. So this time I'm like preempting it, and I'm thinking this is probably going to happen this time. So I spoke to a midwife a couple of appointments ago, and she referred me to this, or gave me this website to have a look at, which is like drugs and breastfeeding type thing. I'll try and link it below because it has actually been really helpful. But that had outlined there's basically like one drug that you can take that's besides like paracetamol and ibuprofen, which don't touch the sides. But obviously to get that I would have to go on prescription, and she also said like just talk to a doctor. So I had a doctor's appointment today, like phone call appointment, and again he was just so useless. He was like, "We can't really take anything, just take paracetamol." And I was like, well, that's not enough. And that was part of the reason why I stopped breastfeeding, was because it was making me so ill, because she was struggling with it because of her tongue tie. It was draining me, but I was getting these migraines. I couldn't function. Like there's no way I could look after a baby and a toddler with these migraines. Like it's impossible. And he just basically told me, well, everything I'm now having a look, and everything you can't have. And I said, but there must be something, there must be some way around it. And I said about that this midwife had given me this website for this information. So I read out this certain drug and he goes, oh yeah, you can have that, but always side effects, or it's not like you have to be careful, and it recommends not to then breastfeed for 12 hours. And I said, okay, that's fine, as long as I know that, because then I can just plan, I can then pump and dump, and she can just have formula, or I can try and like express some and like build up some expressed milk so she can have that beforehand. Like, I just need a plan in place, I can't just be left. So it was like a real battle to try and like just get any sort of help. And I feel like it's really difficult with feeding your baby, because all of this information has now come out about prep machines and things as well, about them potentially not being safe, which is like a whole completely different thing. But formula feeding is not easy because of the prep work and everything that goes into it. Breastfeeding is not easy, and there's just like no support surrounding feeding, and they all want you to breastfeed, but there's just no support to help you do it at all. And I just find it so bizarre, and I'm just, yeah, I just don't know what I'm gonna do about feeding her, because whichever way, like, there's pros and cons to each, and neither are like the easy option, if that makes sense. I think it's just all built up, and then it just all came out when she started crying, but she seems a lot happier now. But I thought I would just, like, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining or really down in the dumps, but it's just the reality of the end of pregnancy, especially with a toddler. I don't want to sugarcoat it, but hopefully with some food, some chill time, we'll both be feeling a bit better this afternoon.
They're so big. They're so big.
Where's his mouth?
He hasn't got a mouth, has he?
Wow, so many. He's sitting on a pumpkin? Wow. Is it comfy? Triangle. This side. Yeah, that's the one. Well done, you did it. I'm 37 and a half weeks pregnant, and I'm off on a hen do. You gonna take mummy to the party?
No, I'm going to sit.
Yeah, you're gonna go in the city with daddy, aren't you? I'm actually quite jealous. I always like going shopping, and you're going without me.
What's that?
You never want to go shopping with me.
Because it's for me.
Yeah. I thought I'd quickly just share those couple of vintage finds that I had found earlier. This Baby Beyond carrier, I literally paid like £15 for this. I'm not sure if it's the mini or if it's like the original, I'm not sure, but them secondhand, they were going for quite a lot more than that. I mean, it's got a couple of little bits here of marks, but not that you can really tell. So I was really happy with that. And I also just got another snooze shade, and I paid £4 for this. We use our other one all the time. If you've seen any of my videos, you'll know how often we use our snooze shade. Ours is all broken though, like a lot of these have broken off. And also it does still work, but obviously this one's going to be better. And then if we do need both babies to be napping, we'll have two, which is perfect. But that is going to be it for this vlog. I will be 38 weeks tomorrow, so I will start a new vlog tomorrow. But that's going to be it for this one. And maybe the next vlog will include a baby. highly doubt it, but we will see. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.